Thor, God of Thunder. Hello and welcome to What About.
It's movie time, guys.
Since we don't have a What's in the Box movie to talk about this week, we thought we'd talk about a film that's out in the cinema at the moment. I'm off camera, just. Austin's gonna have to edit. This week's film is going to be Thor Ragnarok. God of Thunder. Kind of linking it back in because we're talking about DC and how Marvel's better. We're
We're talking
full
about
circle.
films we've already talked about.
Bringing it full circle, man.
Yeah, let's
Bringing
do
it full circle.
Let's do
This is how you podcast. Rob, I'll start with yourself. Overall thoughts on Thor?
Best Thor film ever.
Oh, that's not difficult.
That's my
The
statement.
first one was brilliant. So
Actually, I did enjoy the first one. That's true.
I in terms of put into order, I did not watch the Marvel films in sequential order. I didn't see any Thor films and survived doing so. Watched them, and I still didn't think that they added much. But this one was at least a bit more of a standalone film in my eyes.
Okay.
Austin?
I loved it.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved the movie. It just felt perfect, like a superhero movie. It was fun. It was silly. It was ludicrous. It was everything that I hoped it was going to be because of the trailers and because of the director and his kind of style and stuff. Yeah, it was great. Really enjoyed it. Would recommend it to anyone.
It was brilliant, and the description on one of the cinemas had it as Thor meets Thor takes on the theme of Guardians of the Galaxy or something worded to that effect, and it was the fun and the silliness of and the comedy style of Guardians of the Galaxy, but with the mythology and the awesomeness of Thor.
You can definitely see where they've taken inspiration from the success that Guardians of the Galaxy's had, and maybe where that applies to Thor, because the last Thor was so dark. It was so. I thought it was really forgettable.
Yeah. So why do you feel? So you were saying.
Best Thor film.
Best Thor film. What makes it the best Thor film?
It had a plot.
Other than the fact the other two were shite.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It felt more of its own, and it also fit in the world a bit more. And I walked away from that film going, I want to learn more about these characters and these stories. Yeah. Previously, there was a lot of side characters. You had these little assembled mini Avengers team.
Oh my god! You're good at this. You're good at keeping it spoiler free.
Thor 1 for me was the whole film. He was not a superhero, and then until about the last 5 minutes, and it wouldn't feel like a payoff for me, if I'm honest. But it led up to the actual Avengers film, where he actually got to be a superhero film. Fair enough. Second one, again, had no idea what the plot was. Didn't care about any characters in that at all. It just went from A to B and missed half the cast that was in the first film. Yeah. This one felt like it had a plot, had a bit of humour, it had a story, had compelling characters, it had development. Ticked all the boxes in terms of what I like in a good film.
It had one of the best villains that a Marvel film has ever had.
Ooh. Talking about the wolf.
I'm not trying to think who was a good villain.
Who's been a better villain than Hela?
In Marvel films.
I'd maybe say Loki in Avengers.
I really like James Spader as Ultron. I just thought he was so charismatic, and I thought he nailed.
I thought James Spader was good. I just didn't think
the movie wasn't great, but I thought he was a great
Ultron could have been done better and could have been more. Just because I love the character of Ultron so much, I think he was underused. Where's the Nazi girl?
Yeah, no, that's my justification. What do you guys think?
So I think if I was to say, it's the best Marvel film I've seen this year. I think it's my favourite one so far, just because it's absolutely everything that I kind of want a superhero film to be. I want it to be dumb, I want it to be silly, I want it to be funny, I want it to be colourful and bright and kind of realise that this is ridiculous. There's so many points in this movie where it looks at itself and goes like, winks at you and goes, right. And I think that's great. It's so self-aware. I think they have absolutely smashed it. The only criticism I would have that, and this isn't a spoiler, is I think in my opinion the beginning was really slow.
We bit.
And at that point I really was like, I'm not going to enjoy this movie. But then it absolutely picked up, and that's where I say I think it's the best one I've seen this year.
So moving on from the plot, what other things did you just kind of enjoy about the film?
I think, big call. I think this is the best buddy setup that Marvel have right now. In the group that they've put together in this movie. It's no secret that there's a bunch of characters and it's quite an ensemble cast. I think it's the best one they've got.
Right. I don't know if it's better than Guardians.
Do you know what?
Because you've got actually you match people up, there's actually quite a similar lineup.
Yeah, it is.
And I agree with you there.
Yeah.
But
you're maybe saying the difference is that some of them are better than...
I still prefer the Guardians.
See, I think...
The Guardians are close to my heart.
For me...
Plus you've got your best mate, Karen Gillan.
Well, close personal friend Karen Gillan going to her for Christmas this year, obviously, as I do every year.
With her shaved teeth.
Yeah, well, not anymore. Not anymore.
Oh. She's good Jumanji 2 coming out.
Exactly, so she's got to have that luscious head of hair. But I thought the way that Taika Waititi got this buddy group together was absolutely expert. In that it wasn't a case of, and this is my biggest criticism with Suicide Squad, was that I was expected to believe that these guys would all of a sudden die for each other after never having a group conversation, and then
after going to walk through the streets for
7 minutes. Like they had a combined maybe 7 or 8 minutes together, and I was expected to believe that, like, you know, don't do that to my family, and I'm like, no, that's ridiculous.
Don't buy it.
Whereas this, because they all had, it just seemed, I think the really pompous way to put it is this just seemed more organic in the way that they all met each other, the way they all interacted with each other, and the link they all had. I just think it's so well done, and it really reminds me of the first Avengers movie, which is only a compliment.
Pulling back to my original point in terms of the older films, yeah, it did the kind of group, and do not care about those characters at all. After when they came together, do not care about those characters.
Yeah.
These new guys, yeah, like I actually,
there
was development, there was relationships, there was.
We all I think had the same thought as soon as we walked out of the movie, in that we want pretty much every single one of them to have their own solo film, which is a ridiculous thing, but that's good because you've made these characters interesting.
Just overall thoughts then on the film, and to anyone that hadn't seen it, what would you say?
See it. See it. Like,
if you like,
don't be an idiot.
If you like superhero films that actually has superheroes using their abilities, playing the usual superhero tropes, and also can make fun of itself at the same time, actually have a bit of a plot, and it's visually was very, very exciting and colourful. As much as the Guardians kind of introduced that in terms of space, it's now like a disco kind of world.
This very much has its own feel.
Like that.
This is very much its own beast.
Yeah, and also just one. Honestly, I think it's definitely a film to go and see. See it in the cinema. It's very
definitely.
It's visually appealing, and I love the music.
The soundtrack was bang on. What about you, Gavin?
I can't recommend it highly enough. I have seen it just in the normal 2D, and I'm not usually one for IMAX, but I think I want to go see an IMAX before it goes out to the cinema, just because it's so visually stunning.
It's one of those movies that's an experience, you know?
And it's just so exciting. It's just turn back time. It was literally just escaping to another world, and you'd done that. It was, and you know, there's films you go in and you enjoy the film that you genuinely escaped, and the outside world went away. It was amazing. It's such a brilliant experience. I can't recommend it highly enough. How many Infinity Stones did we give it?
How many are there?
5.
Right, okay.
And a glove.
So there's technically
gauntlets.
Gauntlet.
You wouldn't
like making a fisting.
You wouldn't go to the North Face and be like, I need a glove to hold 5 stones.
So,
but just one.
I'll give this 4.5 Infinity Stones.
Yeah, I'd probably give it a solid 4 Infinity. It's a really good movie.
I'll give it 5.
Oh, he's going for
I'll go
perfect.
5.
Yeah.
For the context, for the film, yeah, I'd give it 5.
Yeah, definitely. This
I
rating
wouldn't argue
system
with
is absolutely not going to be consistent, just so we know.
No, we'll be on to something else next
So
week.
it means nothing.
Points don't matter. And we'd love to hear your thoughts on how the film was via all our social media and stuff like that.
Anyway.
We have some of those.
We do. We've got
So-
What About It Show Twitter, and do we have what's our email, Gavin?
We're very professional.
What about it? Show@gmail.com.
What about it? So email us, show us pictures. I'd like someone to drop a picture.